Today I am going to tell you something about your question paper pattern and the syllabus what you are going to learn in the PUC second year. So first we will see the question paper pattern. There will be 5 sections in the question paper: section A, section B, section C, section D and section E. So section A, it consists of 10 questions, each carrying 1 mark, and all questions are compulsory. Section A will consist of 10 questions, each carrying 1 mark, all questions are compulsory. There are no extra questions here, so to answer all the questions. Then we come to section B. Section B consists of 14 questions, each carrying 2 marks. Section B consists of 14 questions, each carrying 2 marks. You have to answer any 10. So you are given 4 extra questions. So out of 14 questions, you have to select any 10. Then you have to answer any 10. Then we come to section C. In section C again there will be 14 questions, each carrying 3 marks. In section C again there will be 14 questions, each carrying 3 marks. You have to answer again any 10. So in section C also you will be having 4 extra questions. Then we come to section D. In section D there will be 10 questions, each carrying 10 marks. In section D there will be 10 questions, each carrying 10 marks, and you have to answer any 6. So you will be given 4 extra questions in section D. Each question will be carrying 5 marks. Then we come to section E. In section E you will have 2 questions, each carrying 10 marks. In section E, you will have 2 questions, each carrying 10 marks. You have to answer any 1. And here, the 10 marks question will be divided either 5 and 5 or 6 and 4 or sometimes 5, 4 and 1. So depending on the questions, that 10 marks will be divided. This is how your question paper is prepared for 140 marks and you have to answer 100 marks. Only section A is compulsory, rest all sections will have some options. Then we will come to the topics what you are going to learn in the second year. So as far as your second year syllabus is concerned, revision of first year trigonometry is very important. Without the revision of first year trigonometry, you cannot proceed with trigonometry of second year and calculus of the second year. So whatever you learnt in first year trigonometry, you should be perfect. Then along with that, some basic concepts, some basic algebraic formulas, which you can see in one of the videos. Now, we will see what are the topics you are going to learn in second year. First we will come to algebra. In algebra, the first major chapter is matrices and determinants. In algebra, the first major chapter is matrices and determinants. The coverage is not less than 20 to 24 marks. So the maximum marks is covered in this matrices and determinants. And particularly in second year, this topic is very easy. So without any connection of the first year, you can learn this and make perfect of the matrices and determinants. So the minimum at least you can score not less than 20 marks. So you will have 1 marks, 2 marks, 3 marks and 5 marks questions here. And questions are also fixed. Once you start learning matrices and determinant, you will come to know. Then the second topic in algebra is relations and functions. Already in the first year, little bit of relations and functions you have studied. In second year, it is continuation. Again, the coverage is not less than minimum 8 to 9 marks. So matrices, determinant and relation functions, here you can have coverage of around 33 to 34 marks. Then we come to inverse trigonometric functions. So in trigonometry, you have only one chapter in the second year, that is inverse trigonometric functions. So this is a new topic what you are going to learn. Last year you learned about trigonometric functions. Now you are going to learn about inverse trigonometric functions. The coverage will be not less than again 8 to 9 marks. So once this is over, then we come to the major part of the second year, that is called calculus. So here the calculus is divided into two parts. So calculus, this is divided into two parts. One is differential calculus and other is integral calculus. And again this integral calculus is divided into definite and indefinite integrals. So calculus is divided into two parts, differential calculus and integral calculus. Integral calculus is divided into two parts, definite and indefinite integrals. Again in differential calculus we have applications. In indefinite integrals we have again applications to differential equations, and we have applications here, that is to area under the curve. Major part of your question paper will have the calculus. Calculus generally we consider even this trigonometry together calculus, not less than 70 marks will be covered, minimum 70 marks. So depending on the additional optional questions, minimum you can expect 70 marks. So the major part of your second year you can concentrate on calculus. Again, when calculus is started, the entire part of integration, it depends on the differentiation. So once you become perfect with differentiation, definitely you can go for integral calculus. Without differentiation you cannot go for integral calculus, and for differentiation we need again trigonometry. So overall, if you make perfect the first year trigonometry, you can start with differential calculus. If you become perfect with differential calculus, we can go for integral calculus. So the major coverage of your question paper, you can concentrate on this. So day to day if you go on working, the topics are very easy and simple. Then once this is over, we come to what is called vectors. Vectors again we divide into two parts. One is two-dimensional and other is three-dimensional. In two-dimensional vectors, based on the basic concepts of vectors which are studied in physics of first year, you will be learning what is dot product, what is cross product and scalar triple product. Coverage will not be less than again 8 to 9 marks. Then three-dimensional vectors, you have to revise little bit of the two-dimensional and little bit of solid geometry what you have learned in the first year. Based on that, the vector part and Cartesian form we call generally you will be learning in three-dimensional. There are some theorems in three-dimensional geometry. Every year you get one theorem for 5 marks. Then there will be some theorem based sum. Again, vectors you can expect coverage not less than 18 marks, that is two-dimensional and three-dimensional. So once this is over, we come to what is called linear programming problem. What is this linear programming problem? In short, we call it as LPP. it is solution of equation by graphical method. So definitely every year there will be one question based on 5 marks. So there will be two types of sums. In first, some constraints will be given and we will be solving those constraints. Otherwise, some statement will be given. Based on statement, we are going to construct the constraints and solve the equations. Then the last part is probability. Probability is continuation of your first year probability. So some fixed concepts are there, fixed topics are there, fixed questions are there on each topic. Means topic wise they are going to ask you some questions here. Again, you can expect coverage not less than 8 to 9 marks. This is how your second year portion entirely consists of algebra, calculus, vectors, then LPP and finally the probability. Thank you.